Ladies and gentlemen, and I do mean real ladies and gentlemen. I ain't talking about no damn beta males and stuff like that. It's been a disgusting week in the world of sports, especially out there in the Olympics in Paris. It was just a week ago in which we saw the disgusting display of the opening ceremony to the Olympics, in which we had men out there dancing with children with their nut sacks hanging out. And then follow it up with these two wannabe females beating on women, beating on our women. And it's showcased around the world. Very disgusting. And in the last 24 hours, I also see that media platforms, people that didn't even want to talk about the disgusting display of these fighters, so-called fighters, and now they're trying to flip the script, y'all. They trying to say, no. There was born women, and people are bullying them, and it's not their fault. Shut the hell up. Ladies and gentlemen, Lin Yu-Ting and Imane Khelif, these two dudes was banned from the 2023 Women's Boxing World Championship for having XY chromosomes. Yes, they hombres, okay? Mujeres con pingas, yes, they are. And I know they're trying to turn it around because these media outlets, especially the mass media and stuff like that, they're in cahoots with, they got political affiliations. And they know that these two are the puppets of what you call the left. And you already know there's election week, so you already know. They trying to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. But anyway, I got a proposition for both these confused individual. If you do want to fight women and y'all believe that y'all women, why don't y'all fight each other? Why don't y'all celebrate amongst y'all Skittles army and your Starburst army? And after the fight, y'all could taste the rainbows. Each other's rainbows, put it that way. How about y'all fight one another? How about y'all create your own party? You don't have to let the world see it too. It don't even got to be televised. Or maybe people will enjoy seeing both of you guys beat each other up. Make it a 15-rounder, no headgear. I think that this is what needs to be done. Or not needs to be done. Maybe this is what they actually do want. They want these two men in the podium beating on women. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying for the last couple of days, but if you've been subscribed to my channel, y'all know I've been like this since day one. I always say God first, everything second. That's my slogan. That's my motto. I even got a tattoo of it in my damn forehead. God first, everything second. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we're all not perfect, but God knows our hearts, and He knows when we're genuine. And I'm genuine about fighting for women, fighting for the rights of these women, letting the world know that the best investment that you can make in your life is have God in your heart. Also as a man, have to hold ourselves accountable and other men accountable for abandoning our position in the world, especially in this country as men. We're supposed to be the extension of God. Like I've been saying since day one, like it's been saying in scripture, God, Christ and man over woman, a woman over children, and we have lost the order. So everything is out of order because we have lost that order. Men and children are not respecting men anymore. I think we have become so weak. We have become unrighteous. And the nature of women is to follow men, but the nature of women is not to follow unrighteous men. Since we don't have unrighteous men, then the chicken's head is cut. And the chicken is running around crazy. There's no structure. And we need to bring structures back, not only in society, but it got to start within ourselves and our hearts and our minds. We really got to go and be the extension of God and live by God's will to the best of our abilities. And yes, the world out there has a lot of temptations because, of course, the flesh has its temptations. But that's why God has given us enough time for us to live the right way. Now, for these two, they really gotta find Jesus Christ. But they should fight one another, beat each other up. Damn, beat each other up to the damn to the white to the pale skin, to the bone. So we see the bone, beat each other up. Y'all want to be in combat sports? Yeah, for your community, y'all could be the little heroes in y'all community. Fight for y'all rights, fight in the ring. And stop beating on women. How about y'all beat yourself? How about y'all create your own lane, your own division of sports? Hey, the WBC president, Mauricio Sudamon, have stated that, he's willing to sanction tranny boxing. And these two could be the two spearheads of that division. At the end of the day, we already know, man, this is wrong. This is evil. These guys ain't going to get the pass, even though there are a lot you could see that these media folks, and like I explained in my last video, are trying to give these men the benefit of the doubt. They're making these men be out the victim. And I'm telling you, in a couple of weeks, they're going to make the women be out to be, they're going to make these women feel like they're the quitters, like Angela Carini. And everybody support Angela Carini. She is a warrior. She is a warrior. And she was just not going to be, in a situation where she was going to get beaten by men. Just like I don't want any women to stay in a relationship while they're getting beat by their significant others. That's the message. That's the message that I got from Angela Carini. I always say that boxing translates to life itself. And what she showed there, in my opinion, if you want to translate boxing to life itself, because we all live in a 12-round bout, what she showed in the ring translate what women should do in their home that's getting abused by men. Walk out. Doesn't matter if there is sacrifices that you made to and you worked hard in that relationship, right, women? I'm talking to the women that's been battered. I'm talking to the women that's actually probably right now still staying in a relationship in which they're getting abused. Just see what Angela Carini did. Walk out. And I know that you put in the work to be in the relationship. You put in the work for things to work. You put in the work for you to be successful in that relationship, just like she put in the work so she could get that type of gold medal. But in the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Also, I want to I want to say something to these other boxing content creators that was too coward, very coward, that they didn't want to speak on protecting these women and bringing that type of awareness and fighting for these women in their platforms. Y'all cowards. Y'all don't stand for anything. All y'all want to do is just have a channel to hustle the people, but not fight for the people. Not fight for these fighters. See, I created the channel because I believe that I want to be a voice to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for a pure entertainment. I really love the sport of boxing, even though of course, there is some politics in the sport of boxing. I love the sport of boxing, and I enjoy watching these men, these real men and women in a fair fight. And whatever angle y'all want to come up with to justify these two men, if you want to say these guys are not two men and these guys are really women, so I still have an argument for it. What about testosterone? They got elevated testosterone compared to the other females, in which with elevated testosterone, even if there was women versus women or men versus men, they wouldn't be allowed to compete. So they're still taking advantage. They still taking advantage of that other opponent across the ring. If you want to go to another example, not another example, but if you want to touch on the base of who they are, these two carry themselves as men. Well, you want to be a man, you want to carry yourself as men. Hey, go check out their social media platform. I did. They want to be men. Don't go all the way. If you want to be righteous, you know what it is. You know what it is. Even your lifestyle was wrong. So if y'all want to go with biblical scripture, if y'all want to go what's right and what's wrong, we could go with lifestyle. We could go with them taking advantage because of their testosterone, and then we could go with them being men beating women. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want to go, there is still it's still disgusting, in my opinion. In my opinion. Look, other people got their lifestyle, they got their choices and stuff like that. But also, I'm not going to contradict myself when we're talking about God and things of that nature. And again, like I said in the beginning, I'm not perfect. And I may have tattoos, but I'm not going around saying, hey, you go get a tattoo and mess up your body and stuff like that. I know what's ungodly. I know what is not right. But I'm not going to push an agenda. I'm not going to push a lifestyle to somebody that I know is not God's will. So for those who want to be on the comment section and right away be like, well, you a hypocrite because you got this. Stop it. Stop trying to go away from what's really, really happening. This community is infiltrating our public schools, or infiltrating the psyche of our children. These men want to be women, but they don't just want to be women. They want to beat women. They want to beat women to be the women. And weak men have avoided this. Weak men have stood shut. Weak men are passing laws. Passing laws to change the body parts and the sex of children. And the children have the say. This is the devil's game plan. The good thing about what we're talking about right here, and those that agree with what I'm saying and or understand what I'm saying, we identify the devil's playbook. We identify the devil's playbook. And we're going to tear that playbook apart. We're going to burn that playbook. Because men, you have to stand up and protect your women, and especially protect the children. Because they're trying to create a whole new society for the future in which you're not going to be a part of, because you're going to be too old. We're all going to pass away. Look what they're doing to our women. Look what they did to the men. They weakened the men. Look what's happening to the women. And now look what they're doing to our children. They're attacking our children in school. They are. They're trying to eliminate God because they know a household that is God first, everything second, a household that has a man that is righteous and believe in God, knows that household has a man and a strong woman that follows that man, and the children is raised very, very well. Let's keep that nuclear family intact. Let's be real. Let's be godly. Let's be righteous. Let's be loving. Let's hold each other accountable. Love y'all. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.